I just wanted to say one thing is that you've given us the money, you've given us the funding so that way we can hire staff and open more hours and have more programs. But it's very, very essential that we have attendance to these programs. So I just wanted to come tonight just to say, please encourage your family, your friends, neighbors, everyone to come to our programs because the attendance is key. Because when we will go back to the mayor to say, we still need more money to sustain these programs, we want to make sure we have the stacks to prove it. So please, today, we had a black, I'm the manager at the Baychester Library, but I'm just asking for all of our libraries. But today, we had a Black History program, and we had about 50 people. That's good. You know, and that shows. So we want to just ask you to continue to tell your family and friends to come out to our programs because that is essential. So not only giving us the funding, us having the programs, but the attendance is important. So thank you if you have any questions.
Okay, Mr. Bernard?
Yes. Thank you.
Did you support to fill out the form for us for our records?
We'll do that. Just wanted to take this, wanted to see if it's possible, if there's maybe we could circulate a petition for the neighborhood with regard to the food vendors that we have.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I was asking if we could possibly circulate a petition through the neighborhood with regard to the food vendors that we have cropping up here in the area. I feel that it's a little bit too much right now, and with the fact that our rents are very high, I believe it's unfair to the merchants that are in the area, you know, Pound Bay, Frog's Neck, and all around. I was hoping you would take it into consideration. Thank you.
Again,
I know at one point we discussed that there were cart-free zones in other boroughs. Our borough just has one, and I know the board spoke about possibly asking for more. Is that still what the board intends to do?
no, the question was still out there. We were still waiting to hear back in terms of that. There's supposed to be legislation coming up, so you know we have our eye on all of that. Our board's position about that does take into account every point that you make.
Thank you.
We support you.
Thank you.
That way. Okay, can we get a motion to close the public participation? Second. Okay. First off, we'd like to say thank you to the managers here at the Pelham Grand, Ms. Jill Clockensdale, for hosting us tonight. And I'm very happy everyone did come out to join us. Our guest tonight, we have Ms. Ariel Alvarez of Councilman Baca's office. Do you have anything for us? No? Okay. Ms. Tanya Ochocheco, Councilwoman Palmer's office. Anything? Okay. Next up is Leon Tolton of Assemblyman Benedetto's office. Any announcements?
Yes. I'll make it brief. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Leon from Assemblymember Benedetto's office. Just wanted to announce 3 things. The first thing is if you are 62 and over and you want to take advantage of our free tax preparation service, just to let you know, you have to make, I think it's 52,000 or less, obviously being 62 and over. You can go to either one of our offices, either our Co-op City office or our East Tremont office. I'll give you the number for both of them. I can't believe I just blanked out. Oh, it's 718-892-2235. That's for the East Tremont office. for the Co-op City office, it's 718-322-2220. We will be doing this free tax preparation service until March 18th. So if you want to take advantage of this, please make sure you do it before then. The other two, which are kind of related, are if anyone heard the governor's State of the State address, one of the issues he mentioned was about education and about trying to help students to regarding their loans. So this is to announce like 2 state initiatives. The first one is called Get On Your Feet, and I'm not talking about the Gloria Estefan song. This is a loan forgiveness program where the state will help you to pay any federal loans up to 24 months. In order to be eligible, you have to live in New York State for 12 months, and the most important thing is you have to have received your undergraduate degree either on or after December 2014. So that's very important. To apply for it, you have to go on the Higher Education Service Corporation's website. If you just Google it, I just can't remember what it is offhand. If you just Google it and go to the home page, you'll see a blue banner that says Get On Your Feet. Click onto that, and that's where you can access the online application. The second education and assistance program is the STEM incentive program. This is specifically for graduating high school seniors. What this is where the state will pay the tuition to go to any CUNY or SUNY school to the top 10% of any high school that's in New York State. So again, you have to be part of the top 10% of the graduating class in the school in order to qualify. Again, to access the application, you have to go online on the Higher Education Service Corporation. Tonight, I brought copies of the information about the eligibility, so I'm going to put it in the back of the table, so feel free to get it. But if any runs out, you can either go to the Higher Education Service Corporation's website, or you can call our office to find out more information about it. All right, thank you. Yes. Okay.
You have somebody prepare the forms. Do you have the applications and forms for the IRS and the state? I went to the library, they have practically nothing. And I've always said before, the state and the government wants you the money, but they don't supply you any of the forms. You have to search all over the place to get the form. I know you can go on a computer, but when you're a senior citizen, that's not too hard.
Okay, I'm actually glad that you answered that question.
You have the forms and
We are currently printing it out on a needs basis, so if somebody comes into our office, we will print out the application for you. As you pointed out, normally you get the tax forms at the library. All right, just to be fair with the library, it's not that they did order the forms, they did order it, but for some reason, they still haven't received it, because we've been getting complaints about that also. So you can come to our office and we will print you out the application upon request. The only thing that we can't do, and I gotta say this right now, is we can't print out the instruction booklet. Because just to let you know, the one for the state income, it's about 72 or 76 pages. So we can't print that out every time. So unfortunately, we can't print out the instructions, but we can print out the tax form for you. So if you need it, feel free to come to our office, either one of our office, and we will print it out for you. All right, so actually, I'm glad you asked that. Thank you. Any other questions?
Over here.
Yes.
The free tax preparation, is it for just the short form, or is that for?
It's for the short form.
only?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes. All right, any other questions? All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you. We also have with us Mr. Dan Hobel of Senator Klein's office. Any announcements?
Yeah, I think I can do it from here though. Save everybody the walk around. We've got a couple events coming up. The Easter Bunny Breakfast, where if people want to sign up, they can go ahead and come have breakfast, a magic show, and get the first thing with Easter Bunny. They can call our office or RSVP. That's Saturday, March 12th, 2016, from 8:30 to 10 a.m. And that's at Billborough Manor, 737 Garza Expressway. Like I said, space is limited, and we will have like I think a few hundred stuffed bunnies that like the first 200 kids that sign up in with making stuff available and leave with it. So it should be fun. And something for the grown-ups, we have a Fundamentals of Gardening series at Botanical Gardens. If people want to come to any one of these, they can call our office Saturday, March 5th. The Fundamentals of Gardening, Saturday, March 19th. Edible gardening in every available space. And Saturday, April 2nd, Grow More with Less. And again, you can call our office 718-822-2049 to sign up for any of them.
Thank you, Dan. Also, I'd like to,
There's some flyers in the back.
okay, also like to acknowledge Mr. Pat Rocchio of the Bronx Times. Always good to see you, Pat. And finally, to introduce, we're going to be having a new employee in the office part-time, and she's here tonight. So we're going to introduce all the board members and three members to our new office assistant, Christine Lozada. So with all the new tasks and duties that we're getting to do, we got the help, and we look forward to her learning and growing with us as a board. Okay, we are, has everyone signed in? I think we are short of one, so that Mr. Morano is supposed to be coming in a little while, and we will be able to motions to accept. In the meantime, introduce Mr. Danny Serrano of the Borough President's Office.
Good morning. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Just earlier today, as many of you know, the borough president had his State of the Borough address. I won't read the 44-minute speech, but I'll just I'll just highlight some of the main points of the address. Since taking office in 2009. The borough has seen over $2 billion in investment dollars come to the borough. Over 23,000 new units of housing has been developed in the borough. We have developed over 68 million square footage of land in the borough. And the Bronx has seen a significant reduction in unemployment since 2009. When the borough president took office, unemployment was at 14.1%. It is currently standing at 5.3%. So there's been a significant reduction in unemployment. Also during the speech, he also announced that he will be allocating $10 million to the rehabilitation of the Orchard Beach Pavilion. This is hopefully this will kickstart a conversation with the Parks Department and some of our other elected officials to finally get this project done and make Orchard Beach an economic engine that it potentially can. And also finally, he did speak at length regarding a report that we released earlier this month regarding the development of concrete platforms in the Bronx over rail yards. So we've identified 3 sites in the Bronx where we could potentially build concrete platforms over rail yards to build housing, parkland, and retail space as well. So we've identified the Lehman College rail yard site over at West 240th Street, and the rail site over at 149th Street. As of right now, the most feasible site is the Lehman College site. If that does go through, we could potentially build 2 million square footage of housing, parkland, economic retail at that site. So That report is also available on the Borough President's website. Please visit and read the report on its entirety. You can also read the full text amendment of the speech on the website as well. I've handed out to some board members the condensed version of the report, and I believe there's some in the back as well. But please just go to the website and the full speech is there. One last announcement to the board members. If you're up for reappointment, if you haven't submitted the reappointment application, please do so. If you are not reapplying, your term will end on March the 31st. Thank you very much.
I want to say thank you on behalf of the board for the money dedicated to the Orchard Beach Pavilions, and also your colleagues at the Senate who also have done a lot of work in that area as well. And we're very appreciative of that because, to both of your offices, because we had worked for a long time to have that put in the budget. And Julie Mazursky, our budget chair, had actually originally made the suggestion.
Well, let me tell you, we really have to thank the borough president. Thank the borough president. That Orchard Beach Pavilion, we've had, Hammond Cove is #1 for years because it's a disaster over there. And we've been totally ignored. #2 is always the pavilion in Orchard Beach. And we've had that in the budget for like 10 years. So we dropped it in, we put it in a budget, but we dropped it down to 7 because we didn't figure it was ever going to happen. So you really got to thank the borough president, because now that $10 million is seed money. I don't think it's going to build the whole thing, but boy, oh boy, that's a good start. And with Senator Klein, he put $1 million in seed money for Hammond Cove. So if we can get that off the ground and Hammond Cove, God, this community is really going to be flying. So personally thank the borough president on behalf of the board, but not only for the board. That's a facility for all of the Bronx, because it's Pelham Bay Park. It's a Bronx park. And that facility is being used for entertainment and everything else, and it's a sad place.
It would be the idea is to eventually...
Come on, you're talking to Mike. Tell us what the great thing is.
The idea is to turn that venue into a year-round venue, and it has the potential for that. Like I said, hopefully now with that money, we'll get conversation.
Thanks, when I give it back to you, Mr. Chairman, and when you recognize me, I'll do another bow.
All right, so yes, you know, we're kind of slowly waiting on John, but we've spoke on both of those projects for so long that any progress is great, and we hope that we get to see it soon. Okay, so any promises. We also have a representative from the Senator's office, Senator Diaz. On the top. How are you this evening? You didn't sign in, so.
Sign in.
Okay. Okay, next up is the district manager's report.
Well, I'd like to start off again by just repeating what Julian had said. I'm the guy that writes these things, and I've been writing them for years. And it's so good to finally see that something got funded. Because it's, you know, it takes a long time to write these memos. It takes a long time to do the research. And every year we kind of get a discouraging report back from the mayor's office saying that nothing's going to be funded or requires more information or whatever. But to finally get something that comes back and it's significant. It's truly significant.
Yeah.
These are elliptical buildings that were designed by Robert Moses in the Works Progress Administration in the 30s. So this is really great stuff. And to see that the borough president and Senator Klein and taking the time and the effort to read our reports, to take our interest into consideration is really something that we're very proud of.